A heartily welcome viewer and welcome to my Tech Talk video. Before starting this Tech Talk, let me introduce myself. My name is Bhuvneshwar Sankranti and I am currently pursuing my undergraduate BTech degree from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, which is basically located in Dundigal, Hyderabad. And I basically belongs to Computer Science CSC A section, and my roll number is 21951A0527, which you can see on my screen or my PPT. And without further delay, let's move into our today Tech Talk video. Let's go. Okay, in this slide I am going to talk about today's Tech Talk. And today's Tech Talk topic, in this slide I'm going to talk about this today's Tech Talk topic. And basically this Tech Talk is from the subject Python. And today my Tech Talk topic is what is Python JSON. In this overall Tech Talk I am going to cover what is meant by Python JSON theory and some examples. I will definitely let you know what is meant by Python JSON in whole Tech Talk video. Okay, here in this slide, topic learning outcomes, name of the topic covered, Python JSON. In this whole Tech Talk video I had covered the topic about the Python JSON. And topic learning outcomes will be, you will be going to learn some theory of the Python JSON and some examples. In this whole Tech Talk video, first I discussed some what is the basic idea of the Python JSON, and next I went to how to read the JSON files and how to import the JSON file, how to write the code to write the code. First we should import, so I discussed some examples to how to import the JSON. And then next I discussed how to convert a JSON into the dictionary and into the string. JSON are basically strings. There I discussed how to convert JSON into the Python strings. And next, how Python data variables or data types are equal to JSON extensions. There I discussed. And at last, you in this Tech Talk video, you will going to learn some examples and some problems based on Python JSON. At last you will going to learn completely about the Python JSON. Thank you. Okay, the first question which arises while discussing our today Tech Talk topic is the basic idea, what is meant by JSON Python or Python JSON. Okay, now we will discuss in this slide. In this tutorial you will learn to praise, read and write JSON in Python with the help of examples. Also you will learn to convert JSON to dict. Basically dict means dictionary in Python. We all know that dict refers to the dictionary. And print it. Okay, JSON, which basically refers to JavaScript object notation, means JSON which gives, after the expanding, which we use JavaScript object notation. JSON is a popular data format used for representing structured data. It's common to transmit and receive data between a server and a web application in Java format. The basically JSON, which refers to JavaScript or object notation, is a popular data type format used for representing structured data. It's common to transmit and receive data between a server and web application in. Okay, here we see in Python JSON exists as a string. In Python basically JSON exists as a string. In different languages JSON exists as different data types. In Python it basically exists as a string. Let's see example. The given example will demonstrate you how it works. Let's see. P equal to string name, it is a string, and here Bob, it's also a string. Language Python, Java. This example can demonstrate how JSON is stored as a string in the Python. It's also common to store a JSON object in a file. It is also a common thing in the Python to store a JSON object in a file. Okay, we will move on to the further slide. Import JSON module. In this slide we will discuss how to import a JSON module into the Python code. import JSON module. To work with JSON string or file containing JSON object, you can use Python JSON module. You need to import the module before you use it. Before you using the JSON in Python, first we should import the JSON module into our code. The syntax is just this as in the screen, which is marked by the black, where import is in pink color and JSON is in white color. By using this syntax or this statement, we can import the JSON. Without importing this JSON, we can't use the JSON. Here we can basically say that to work with JSON, you can use Python JSON model. You need to import the model before you use it. Praise JSON in Python. In this slide, I am going to explain praise JSON in Python. Praise JSON in Python. The JSON module makes it easy to praise JSON strings and file containing JSON objects. Here it says that Python JSON is a Python that JSON module makes it easy to praise JSON strings and file containing JSON objects. Okay. Python JSON to dict. In this slide, I am demonstrating that how to convert a Python JSON into the dict. Basically, dict refers to dictionary. How to convert a Python JSON into the dictionary. Example, by taking the example, see example 1, Python JSON to dictionary. We can praise a JSON string using JSON.loads. This is the syntax, JSON.loads and the bracket load method. This is basically a method. You can praise a JSON string using JSON.loads method. The method returns the dictionary. By using this syntax or this method, we can return a dictionary. Let us see in this example. First, I am taking the import JSON. To import the JSON module, I am taking the import JSON. Person is equal to name, verb, language. This is the person, and person dict is equal to JSON.loads person. Output will be this name, verb and language. Print person dict. For print person dict language, this will be the output. Output will be English or French. Just I am taking the language for in the dictionary, where I got Python dictionary as a dictionary files after using this JSON.loads.person. Here its the string is converted into, before it is a string. After using JSON.loads for person dictionary is equal to JSON.loads, it's converted into a string. By printing person dot the here language, we will get output as English and the French. See here the same example. Here person is a JSON string. Here before first we took person as a string. See here there is no, we did not take any list. In Python, list refers to the square brackets. Now in first person we did not take any square brackets. We just took it as a string by using the commas. We just took it as string, and next we defined another variable person underscore dict is equal to JSON.loads person. Basically JSON.loads converted the given string into the list. The list is assigned to the person underscore dict. By just printing person underscore dict, before we got the complete list, output will be the complete list, and we can use the specific index function to get the assigned values in the dictionary. Print person.dictionary is equal to language. Here person is a JSON string and person/dictionary is a dictionary. We will get, after converting JSON into load, we will get the dictionary in the JSON Python. Print it. Okay. JSON, which basically refers to JavaScript object notation, means JSON which gives, after the expanding, which gives JavaScript object notation. JSON is a popular data format used for representing structured data. It's common to transmit and receive data between a server and a web application in Java format. The basically JSON, which refers to JavaScript or object notation, is a popular data type format used for representing data structured data. It's common to transmit and receive data between a server and web application in JSON format. And here we'll see Python Python read files. Example 2, Python read JSON files. In this slide we are going to see Python read JSON files, how Python will read the JSON files. You can use json.load method to read JSON file containing JSON object. We can use this method to read the file containing JSON objects. Suppose we have a file named person.json, which suppose we have a file named person JSON, which contains a JSON object. Let's take this as an example, which you see on the black color shade region. Name is equal to that, language equal to English comma French. Let's take this as an example. We will see what happens next. Here's how you can parse this file. First we will import the JSON. Next, with open path to the we will refers to the path of the file, and next I am assigning the variable data is equal to json.load of f. Output will be this name dot and language print data. By printing the data, this will be the output. Here we have used the open function to read the JSON file. Then the file is parsed with json.load method, which uses a dictionary named data. By using this function, which returns the dictionary named data. See, first here we imported the JSON, and next with open, here with the open function we read the JSON file. Here see in the code, with open function we had read this code, and then the file is parsed with json.load. Next we assign the data variable with json.load, and with this method, which uses a dictionary named data. After print, by using the print of the data, we printed the data which we assigned before, then we will get the dictionary named data. Python converts to JSON string. In this slide we are going to discuss about the Python convert to JSON string, how Python is converted into JSON string. You can convert a dictionary to JSON string using json.dumps method. We can convert a dictionary to JSON string. Before we read how to convert a JSON into the dictionary, in this slide we are going to discuss how to convert a dictionary to the JSON string. The basic idea is by using this method, json.dumps method. Okay, we will accomplish by using an example. See this example, convert dict to JSON. In this example we will convert a dictionary type into the JSON type. First we should import JSON. I had imported the JSON person. First I will declare a variable person underscore dict is equal to name Bob, age is equal to 12, children none. Next I am declaring another variable as Python underscore JSON is equal to, I am using this method which I discussed here, json.dumps person underscore dict. Okay, now I will print this variable print person comma JSON, which I declared here. I am going to print. Then I got here a output will be a dictionary. But initially we took person.dictionary as a Python dictionary as a JSON string. Now we got it in as a dictionary. We can convert this by using this method. Okay, so we still now we have seen 3 examples how to convert JSON into the dictionary into the JSON, and so many. Here's the table shows in this slide. Here the table shows Python objects and their equivalent conversion of JSON. In this slide here we are going to take this is the basic. This table is going to show you how Python objects and their equivalent are conversion to the JSON. In Python, dict refers to object in JSON equivalent. List and tuple refers to array in JSON equivalent. String which is in Python, str we basically represent by str in Python refers to a string. Int, float and int, which here we can take long int also, which refers in Python or number in JSON equivalent. True, here true in Python refers to true in JSON equivalent. Here we can see the cap first in this true. Here the T is capital and it's case sensitive, right? Here it's small, and here false, same, which applicables to true and false are both case case sensitive. In Python, none, there will be none, but in JSON equivalent it will be the null. These are the here, this is the table which shows Python objects in their equivalent conversion. Here in this slide we are going to discuss about writing JSON to a file. In this slide, in this topic, we are going to see writing JSON to a file. To write JSON to a file in Python, we can use JSON.dump method. Example 4, we can use this method for writing the JSON to a file in Python. By seeing this example, we can understand how we can. Let's see example 4, writing JSON to a file. Let us by first, for every example we should first import the JSON. To write the JSON function or JSON methods, first we should import JSON. Let us define a variable person underscore dict is equal to name, this is name as a string, and Bob as a string, and language English and French, and married, true, age 32. As we now these are, we define person underscore dict as this. In the above program, which we discussed in the before slide, in the above program we have opened a file named person.txt in writing mode with W. If file already exists, it will be created. Then JSON.dump transfers person.dict to a JSON string, which will be saved in person.text.file. When you run the program, the person.text file will be created. The file has following text inside it. Let us see what will here when we run the program, the person.text file will be created. The file has following text inside. This text will be, we will see in the next slide what will be the text. Okay, as it is mentioned, this will be the text. And in this slide we will discuss about Python pretty print JSON. In this slide we are going to discuss about Python pretty print JSON. To analyze and debug JSON data, we may need to print it in a more reliable format. This can be done by passing additional parameters ident and sort underscore key to JSON.dumps and JSON.dump. Here JSON.dumps and JSON.dump methods are different, as we discussed in the previous slides. We discussed JSON.dumps in first slide, and next just before we discuss JSON.dump method. Okay, we will demonstrate by using this example Python pretty print JSON. Okay, let first import the JSON module. Next I am declaring another variable Python underscore string is equal to name declared as Bob, and language English, and robbers 1 2 3 4. Here hashtag getting, I am commenting out to know getting dictionary. Person underscore dict is equal to JSON loads, which we discussed in the previous method, how to convert a string into the dictionary by using the loads. We will get this. And next printing JSON string back. Python printing the JSON.dumps print dictionary comma indent is equal to sort of true. When you run the above when you run this program in the compiler, we will get the output as, when you run the program, the output will be language English, name Bob, numbers 2 1 comma 6 comma null. This will be the output when we run this program in the Python compiler. In the above program, the program which we discuss here, in this program we have used 4 spaces for indentation, and the keys are sorted in ascending order. In this program we have used 4 keys for indentation, and keys are sorted in ascending order. By the way, the default value of indent is none, and the default value of sort keys is false. By the way, the default value of indent is none, and the default value for sort keys is false. And this is the last slide of my video, or we can call as the tech talk video. Thank you, viewers, and this is the my tech talk video. And once again, I have to thank you for spending your most valuable time here in my tech talk video. Thank you.